Welcome back. Today let's take a look at a unique taunt build coming with the Warrior. I've had great success. I want to say running around a 60% win rate with this one. There are some tweaks and different things that you could swap in and out, test different things to see if you can get a higher win rate. But the reason this has spiked a lot is the new card that's coming into the next season that they're actually giving to us now, which is the Endbringer. Triggers 5 Deathrattles of friendly minions that played. So the whole point of this deck that you're going to be focusing on is essentially it's all around the testing dummy. Testing dummy being one of the biggest parts. You do have the safety expert, and this is where I'm always torn. Is the safety expert worth it? You use the chemical spill to bring it out, and then if you have other things like the Rock'em Sock'em, or the Rock'em Sock'em, I don't know what I'm thinking, or the Boom Wrench to be able to get multiple different bombs into the deck. The one downside to if you put a bunch of bombs into the deck is a bunch of different decks right now use Kil'jaeden, so it basically wipes out the deck, get rid of all the bombs, so that is a big issue when it comes to that. But looking at it a little bit closer, and I'll talk about some of the variations that you can do along the way. So like I said, the big part of this deck is you're getting the testing dummy out, and then you're going to use the Wreck'em, you're going to use the Boom Wrench to do a ton of damage to their face. Now, each time you use the Wreck'em or the Boom Wrench and it triggers a Deathrattle, that adds up and allows you to actually be able to build up to this. So you necessarily don't have to actually play the card and it die. You could use these other ways to kind of build it up, because you do want to kind of wait until you have at bare minimum 3 Deathrattles. 5 would be ideal, because say that's 5 testing dummies. That's 40 raw damage. That's a lot of damage that you can pump into the game. So starting at the top here. So the Crazed Alchemist, the whole point of playing this, and this is where I'm also torn. This is something you could play around with and swap out. The whole point of this is essentially you could do a hydration station because you actually had a Tortella and maybe they forgot about the Tortella and didn't want to attack it, and then you pop out the Crazed Alchemist and boom, hit them for 30 damage. So that's a possibility. I've only had it happen a couple times, so I'm kind of torn between if I want it. I've been playing back and forth if I want the Shadow Flame or not. The shield block, and there's a different variation I'll talk to in a different video that kind of works upon bringing in armor and then using it to reduce the mechs in the game to basically be able to get the testing dummy out faster. This is more of a slow play game, like longer game, because you're going with the hydration station. I find this one to be a little bit better overall from my experience. The other one's very volatile. If you don't draw the card, you're screwed. Where this one that has a lot more flexibility. I'd like to use Mixologist in here, and like I said, the big part with Mixologist is one, you can get deal 2 damage to everything on the field, get rid of those demon hunters and some of those rogue decks that are just trying to put a lot of pressure on you, the priest deck, but also you get the ability to either draw another card, or my favorite is summon something that has died this game. So that plays hand in hand with some of these higher level things to be able to get some high level monsters out there. So that's why I like Mixologist. I've been playing with it a lot. New Heights, not a terrible card. This is another one you could swap out. This is if you're going into super late game. Tortella Traveler, of course, to get the taunts out. The Wreck'em Deck'em. Ideally, a good setup is if I could play my testing dummy on turn 9, because I could do testing dummy and this and bust out a ton of damage. You have the Nightmare Lord. The Royal Librarian, I have just started adding to my deck. Only because I've been running into some druid decks and stuff where they will just continually summon the same monster. The Deathrattle basically jumps onto something else. Hopefully we'll run into it and I can show you, but it's very tough to get it off the board ever. So the Royal Librarian will caused this to make it very easy. And also, most people aren't expecting this, so this is a good way to get a bunch of burst through. If they their self has Tortelia, that's how you could like bust through at the very end. The brawls, I rock 2 of those for heavy aggro decks. Chemical spills, the whole point of these, you're going to be bringing out Tortelia, safety experts, the Zilliax. So Zilliax, while I'm actually here, there's a couple ways to go. I like the poisonous one. You could turn off the poisonous and do where it summons 2 of them. That's going to get you a little bit more health, an extra 6 health. The problem is anytime I use chemical spill and it brings out this, it's only 1 copy anyway. So I might as well get the poisonous. Or if I get the mixologist where it's bringing something back to life, I'm only going to get 1. Or if I use a hydration station, I'm only going to get 1. So having the copy only benefits if you straight drop and play it that way. So I like the poisonous instead. This is a little flex card here. So the safe pilot, I like this because you can, board wipe pretty easily. The ham you have to have. That's how I'm able to use the druid stuff like the hydration station. The testing dummy, like I said, the big guy in the field. The Endbringer is nice. You could play this without Endbringer. You'd be crazy not to now that they added it. It worked decent before, but now this is a big game changer. Inventor boom, which is very, very huge. This is what's going to be nice when you drop this bad boy down. You have the testing dummy come out, you have the safety expert come out, and that's a ton of extra damage. Like I said, the hydration station, the safety expert, and the Tortella is the final things. So talking about some of the cards that you could swap out, I would say the Crazed Alchemist, the Shadow Flame, Mixologist, New Heights, Royal Librarian, and the Safe Pilot. Those couple are interchangeable based off the meta to combat what you're constantly going against. I'm not affiliated with them, not yet, hopefully one day, but HS Replay is a great resource. Personally, myself, I paid the $25 for a year, whatever, some people will hate on that. I think it's a great addition overall because it allows me to see, okay, I'm in Diamond right now. Then I could look at what the top decks are in Diamond and see what most people will be playing. And then these ones that I said you could swap out, you could swap those out with counterplay ones for that class. So you could do research and not pay the $25. You just can't really toggle between what ranking you are on their site as far as that goes. I felt it's worth it. I play it a lot, so whatever. I've dropped too much on cards as it is. But yeah, let's move forward and check out some gameplay. Alrighty, so let's take a look at this. Right now, I think I'm Diamond 4. Last season, I finished in Legend. So, perfect. Chemical Spill and the Tortelia. I don't think I need 2 of them. The Mixologist is not bad. In this scenario, I'm actually going to keep it. Alright, sorry, I had to fix some stuff behind the screens there. So, there's a couple different warrior decks that he could be running. He could be running something similar to me. He could be running a dragon deck. He could be running, there's 2, like I said, 2 versions of this. We'll see once we get into a couple cards. Personally, myself, in this scenario, I like to go armor up instead of going the shield block. So then if turn 4 or later on, I can kind of combo. I'd rather the free armor. Okay, so it looks like he could possibly going the same type I am. Looking at this here, so I don't know if I want to go Mixologist yet. Instead, what I might actually do is, I think I'm going to go coin into the Lord. And let's see, so amazing. This is a good one to pick in. I never want to grab anything that puts the card to the top, so I'm going to go with the safety expert here. Not ideal. I would have rathered a reborn on, something that's going to actually do some damage, but it's okay. So now the only downside with pulling this is when I use this chemical spill, is it going to pull the Tortella or what is it going to pull? Now there's a chance that he's going to, so the reason I did this is so I could go here and don't want to play my Mixologist yet. The reason I'm kind of holding off on it is mainly because I want to be able to one draw, like put it down and then hopefully get a summon, a dead, something that just died. Oh, this is this is a Starship version. So there's like 5 different versions, which I love to see the uniqueness of different builds as far as that goes. So let's see. Chemical Spill, what's it going to bring out for me? Okay, perfect. So realistically, I don't want to kill this yet. The main reason, like I said, is Mixologist. In case he kills this, I want a Mixologist, and hopefully I get something that died this game. And if this is the only thing that died this game, boom, it summons it back. So kind of got to play with that as far as that goes. So let's see what I actually get out of there. Alrighty, another Chemical Spill. Here we go. Boom. Get my big guy out here. Excellent. And it actually won't even kill it yet, so that's even better. We'll go here. And what I could actually do, so with him having the Starship, he's going to eventually use Kil'jaeden to get rid of the bombs. But in the time being, so I could attack with the 3, or I could replace it, which automatically cast it, and then hit it again. So that's 3 bombs, 6 bombs, and when this dies, 9 bombs. 9 bombs are what, 45 damage? That's pretty strong. Now, I already got 6 in there, so he has a high chance of being able to draw the bomb as far as that goes. Sorry, that was a rough. I didn't even realize that my screen was way off on being able to see that. So I do apologize. I'll try to make sure that doesn't happen ever again. But let's take a look. Okay, so he wiped out my board as far as that. Let's look here. Can I get a Mixologist? Summon a friendly minion. That's what I'm talking about. And then draw a card. I don't need the health right now. What can I get out of it, though? Okay, look at that. Boom, even more. All right, so this is where actually I could choose a friend. Since he doesn't have anything on the field, if I choose it on the safety expert, it's going to hit face for 8. Boom, die. That's another 3 bombs. He better hope he has Kil'jaeden, because if he doesn't have Kil'jaeden, he's going to be in a world of hurt. Look at that. Look at the bombs doing some work. Here we go. Oh, come on. What's he got? Does he have the Kil'jaeden to stop it? A lot of people don't even realize, think about, that's how you would prevent it. That would be the counterplay to his play Kil'jaeden. Now, I've only had one mech die right now. So you can't, I can only get one of these back. But if he doesn't put anything on the field, let me see here. Let me see. Now he's shielding up heavy. Okay, that's fine. All right, so before I kind of want to do new heights, I don't want to use this unless I have 2 of them out. Let's go with the gain armor first to see what I'm working with. So I could go new heights, but if he can't kill the druid here, maybe I'll get the Kil'jaeden, or maybe I'll get the thing that launches the Starship. Okay, I got his. Not terrible. So I was just kind of looking for some counterplay there. I could have went with the new heights to be able to get, the hydration station, but I've only had 1 taunt die, so it's kind of pointless right now. All right, so with the safe pilot there, yep, that's going to clear the board. Another 3 bombs. So I'm trying to see, do I have the tracker of how many different bombs that is right now? That's insane. That has to be, 13 bombs. So more than enough to kill everybody. So I got my safe pilot kind of pointless right now. But do I just go with one of these just to get the damage out? Or do I go, new heights? I really hate to waste this on just one. Tough decision. Let's get... So I'm just hoping he doesn't actually get Kil'jaeden. I was hoping that would have hit face instead of hitting there, because then I could have just rushed into it afterwards, but it is what it is. I just wanted to put some threat on the board. That's 15 damage he has to worry about. I just don't understand how 13 there it is, wipes it out. He had 13 bombs, 21 cards. Like how? How did he not draw any bombs? That's the downside of playing with the bombs. So yes, it's good, but if they have Kil'jaeden, in a lot of decks right now have Kil'jaeden, you guys see exactly why it causes problems. So whatever, Inventor, boom. I'm not gonna worry about it. I had a bad feeling that would happen, but here we go. Let's kill here. All right, I still have the pressure on him. Yeah, it's quite annoying that, there goes 13 bombs that he, I think, only drew one. That's just absurd. But now I have my second taunt out. So for my hydration, I have Tortella, I have the Ham Hungry, and I have this guy once he dies. Ham Hungry, it's not going to really, do that much, just for the fact that I'm only killing an endless deck at this point. Okay. How big is his starship? Does he get me? No. Perfect. That's big for me right there. So his starship's 22. So that's strong. It does some damage, gives him some health. So I do have to worry about that. Ideally, I will brawl after and try to get rid of it. So we're going to go here. Okay, so I really only have 2 cards for the well, I should have 3 for the hydration station right now, but I don't know. I don't think I really need it as much. So instead, because I would rather get new heights, this is going to be a long game going into the brawl. I mean, I was hoping not to get a second brawl, but whatever. I think either way, if I would have played Hydration Station, he's just going to use his terrain here, his starship. Now, the question is, does he have the... Yep, there it is, of course. So, I can't believe he was able to draw that. He drew everything he possibly needed to max out his deck as far as that goes. But somehow, didn't draw any of my bombs. That's crazy. Okay, so... lots of health, that's a problem, especially with the Kil'jaeden. Probably not going to win this game. He had, the perfect worlds collide in that sense. So I'm going to go Tortella Traveler into a brawl just to give it a little bit more chance not to keep the 21-21 in play. I mean, that's all I could really do. Of course, 21-21. So I probably shouldn't have ended turn. I could have instead went armor up. I could have went into the testing dummy. This was a lost. I mean, what are the odds? Like every perfect person. So that's what I mean, when stars align, that's what happens. There's so many things that if it didn't perfectly go his way, this deck could have really shown off exactly the capabilities it has. Sorry guys, didn't work this time. So here's, I could do a trade silence, and at this point it really doesn't even matter. We'll go into another brawl. Yeah, I rushed my turn on that last one. Then positive, okay, did some damage. Oh, doesn't kill him. Perfect. God, that's so frustrating. All right. Heck of a first video I wanted to make for you guys here. I don't like to show just, you know, the perfect games where you guys get to see 30 bombs go off. I'm going to show you the raw best out of three different videos. Ideally, I want to have it against 3 different characters. So like a warrior, a priest, something else, so you could see the difference to really be able to do it. So I don't think there's really much I could do. We're gonna run it out here, but I don't see this going very good now that these are just getting pumped up even higher. His health is insane. My health is nothing. All I got now is I can do hydration station, so we're gonna wipe out this guy here, get a little bit of health back. I can do a silence on. Like, my only hope would be able to do a silence on something and be able to pump a bunch of damage through. So could I pull this off? Oh, no. That's going to do some damage. Okay. So he had that still in his hand, too. Jeez Louise, this guy had everything. He literally had everything he could possibly ask for and more. But did not draw any of my bombs. He drew 1 out of 14. I'm still upset. This is gonna bother me. I can't wait to show you guys a game without Kil'jaeden in it. Okay, so I need this to hit once. Okay, whatever, just once. I'm gonna do the hydration station again. We're gonna kill this guy here. Do I even have any more taunts? I don't believe I do. It's alright. I could have went health instead of going there, but I wanted a little bit more defense out there. But that's pretty much everything I got. So, not looking pretty. 6 cards. My saving grace, which still won't end it, is if I get my 2-drop. So I really don't have any saving grace now looking at it. Looking at the cards I have left. Not looking good, guys. Not looking good. Okay. I'm going to be able to get a little bit of damage out of there. Oh, he has health still, so that's awesome. He'll be able to heal back everything I did. What do we got here? Yep. Mixologist. Let's see what we can get out of the mixologist. And then do I instead go... I feel like I go here. Let's kill this. We're going to kill this guy. We're going to hit here, which will wipe the field out and also do a lot more damage there. Okay, so I got a little bit more damage. I could do another testing dummy. Okay, I mean, that's the best I could possibly do there. So he doesn't have a whole lot of cards. He's only drawing 1 at a time. So, like I said, this is where I'm going to hang on to this silence here. See what I can do. It doesn't help that he gets a taunt every single time. Alright, so we're going to bust out our mech right here. So let's see. This will get a little bit of damage out. Oh. Yeah, I guess it really wouldn't have mattered. I probably should have copied this one. Okay, so here we go. Oh. So I'm going to go all in. Because this... Do I? Yes, I have to. I have to go all in now. I have to go all in. Here we go. We're going. Let's see what we got. Summon a friendly minion that died. Do we give everybody 2 health? Do I get a random demon? What kind of demon could I get? I feel like I need everybody with health. It's getting scarce. What do I get? That's a good one. Just for extra damage. That's everything now. That's everything I got. So, turn 14, 11, you know, if he has a board wipe, I'm done. That hurts. 24 taunt. That's where the silence, if I could have held on to it to be able to use there, that would have been where I wanted to use it. Not much I could do. Is there anything I could do? Anything after your hero attacks? Nope. Nope. Deal 1 damage to a minion, give me a 4 attack. Not looking good. Yep. Can't do that. Give it 4 attack. What do we got? I don't want to pick a taunt minion unless I really have to. Yeah, screw those bombs. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go here. Hopefully 2 hit. Okay. Gives him more health, yay. Alrighty. In theory, if he doesn't pull any more taunt minions, we will still lose. But hey, let's see what we got here. Okay, 21-21. Yep, they're getting beefy. They're up to plus 18. This is getting ugly. Alright. That dang +2 is so annoying. Alright. I wonder what these 2 cards are. Okay, I could do something with this. No, I don't want to use both just yet. The problem is he will kill this next. He'll kill this next turn and I won't have anything, so I kind of have to. The problem is here is he's not going to... Yeah, I don't want it to hit this, which it is. Whatever. Yeah, I have to use it. I got 2 cards left. 2 cards left. Not looking pretty. What are these other 2? Oh, that's not good. Will he play those other cards? They have to be high mana, I would say. Like, what's he holding? So, like, that's the worst that could happen, is just hit them. Like, I don't need to hit them. I need all health so these guys could hit through. Oh. Nope, and oh, he threw one of the stars away. But, yeah. My fate has been sealed. So, the problem with this is there's so many different things that could go wrong. I mean, I have to use it at this point. This would be amazing right now. So, like, there's the bombs that do nothing. And that's why I'm kind of torn between having the safety expert in, because there's so many people that run Kil'jaeden that it kind of makes it pointless. We got close. But not close enough. He has enough raw damage to kill me. Great game. I feel like I put up, for him having the ultimate cards, I feel like I put up a heck of a fight. Alrighty, we are looking at the rogue this time around. So you guys can't actually see, but the HS replay, it will actually show me what I should mulligan, kind of the hand rank. So they rank this as number 1, the mixologist, with a 57% win rate if I select this. This is a 44, this is a 50. So that's why I highly recommend that is the paid version of that. It's not the end of the world. You can look it up and see what you kind of need. But it also doesn't take in consideration, it might, but like I personally try to think, so what is this rogue going to want to do? So personally, I might actually keep the brawl. Hear me out, because he's probably, right now with the meta, he's probably going to spam a ton of low-level mobs. So I'm just going to try to survive to turn 5 the brawl. Now my mixologist, I'm going to, instead of summoning a friendly minion that died before, like I said in the previous one, I might be looking to do the 2 damage to everything on the field, or the armor, or raw damage, anything like that. So there's a couple different versions. So it looks like he's going to do the combo version for the rogues. So this one, I'm not as fearful. I usually have a high win rate on this. We'll see. He's going to, I assume, no, this is the pirate build. So right now, the pirate build for the rogues is actually the highest win rate with legend up. So this is a lot tougher. After you summon a pirate, draw a card. So normally I wouldn't use the boom wrench, but in this scenario, I do not want him drawing a bunch of cards. So I'm not going to use up the second boom wrench until I get something down, unless I absolutely have to. I don't believe this deck actually runs Kil'jaeden, so this is where we could possibly use the safety expert, especially because he's going to be drawing a lot of cards. It's going to pull the bombs out, or so I hope. I had a 70% chance for them to draw bombs, and they didn't before, but hey, who's saying anything? All right, so this is he's just looking for early damage. This is why the mixologist is so good. Let's see if I actually get what I'm looking for. So summon 2/2. So I could freeze a random minion, or I could hope. Let's freeze one to be safe. Yeah, so see, I didn't even get what I wanted there, which is kind of frustrating. So what I'll actually do I destroy? So I'm kind of torn. Do I go the summon demon so then I can have a better brawl for next turn, because he's probably going to summon more? I doubt he'll actually kill the demon. Or do I draw a card? Do I need a card right now? Or do I chemical spill into it? We're going to go the demon route here. So let's slow it down a little bit. I'm going to try to save my brawl. Is kind of the thought. That's a tough decision. I was really hoping to get the plus or do 2 damage to everything on the field. That would wipe the whole field out nice and easy. Didn't get what I wanted there. Alright, so let's see. 2. Alright, so he is actually going to kill it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So in this scenario, now that I have that, so I will do chemical station. One, it's going to, so here. So I'm already going to kill it, so why not? Let's drop some bombs in his deck. He wants to play this game. Let's play. So actually, I should have did it a little bit different there. So instead, let me think here. I'm just worried if he... Yeah, I want to kill that, because I'm thinking where they can bring a monster back up into their hand. Do I want him to be able to cast this again? I really don't want him to have 9 different, to be able to summon 3 of these. I'd rather him have more of these. Whenever another friendly attacks, +1/1. This is a pain. Alright, he's doing some good damage here. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm worried if I just put this out, he's just going to kill it. Let's see. Let's see what he got. Okay, that's a good one to kill, that because that does a lot of damage. You get 2 of those out in the field and he summons a bunch of pirates, does some serious damage. So not a terrible one to actually be able to wipe out. Next minion, oh, turn 5/5. That's strong. That's a strong one. What's he got? See, there it is. Then he had another one. Okay, it's only rush. So do I go? Yeah, I have to do. I'm gonna have to do brawl. What's he got? Don't leave a 5/5. That's quite annoying. I don't want to Deathrattle into it. Normally I would just go regular armor up, save this, because turn 8 I'm going to do Mixologist 3, maybe the extra item it has 4, 5, 6, armor up 7, 8. I just wonder, can he, that's 7 damage. Can he do another? Let's check it out. To play safe, I could have went shield up. It's not like the shield up was going to give me anything that I could have used right then and there. Can he do essentially 6 extra damage? Probably. But if he did 6, could he have done the extra? See, there's the return. That's what I was worried about. That's why I chose to kill the other one before. Okay. That doesn't worry me as much. So this deck does struggle versus the Pirates. This is the #1 win rate right now. So can he do 6 damage? Oof. Like, I'll be able to get some health here. I'm trying to think, do I go Mixologist, wipe the board out, use the armor, kind of armor up? Because if I go here into the split and then he doesn't kill it, and he finds a different way to get through my taunt, that'd be a problem. But that'd also help for my Endbringer. Safe route would be Mixologist, but you already see my luck that I didn't get anything that I wanted. So I'm just really worried that I'm not going to be able to get it through the Mixologist. I'm going to go the Mixologist route. Gain 4 armor. Yep, didn't get it. Didn't get it again. That is absurd. That's so frustrating. I didn't get anything. I didn't get summon a minion that died this game. I could have got, my taunt guy back. Didn't get that. Didn't get the 2 damage. I didn't get any damage. That's frustrating. After pirate attacks get +1. Nice. Summon copies. Excellent. Is there a way out of this? Oh, yeah, this deck's tough. Like, if I go here, get 5 health, kill one of these. In a perfect world, like, he'll only hit it once and then probably cast a spell on it. So then I'll get 6, 7, 8 damage to the 10. But he probably, he'll actually be able to do more damage because of this, so it would still kill it. I don't know. This one's tough. Let's go here, because I don't want this to be able to boost it up anymore. Let's wipe out this one here. I think this is the safer route to go. Destroy an enemy. Yeah, let's go this. Ugh. But if he has some way to get through here, a silence or anything. Okay. Yeah, didn't expect that guy. What the heck? Oh, see, that's big that it actually killed that. That's huge. Okay, okay. My luck is turning around. Because now I can go my poisonous, get some health, kill this guy here. Why the heck he has that bad boy in there? He's raw damage. He's going for full force. There's my bomb. There's my bomb. I only have, what, 3 in the deck now? 2. Ugh. Okay, so that's huge. Okay, I get a little bit of breathing room. Get a little bit. That's a strong little 1-drop. Nice. Draw 3 cards, destroy my minion. See, that's what I was saying about he's not going to attack it multiple times. It's got 3 cards, kill my guy. Not good. But Hydration Station is massive. Let's see, after you summon a, okay. He's in some trouble now. I got him on the ropes. I wish I could have used the new heights because I'm maxed at the 10. Oh, I got 2 of them. Alrighty, let's go. See ya. Let's start eating some of them cards. Num 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 num. Yeah, take that extra 5. Oh, this is a tough deck. This is a tough deck. It's not looking pretty for him. There's all my bombs out on the stage. What do we got here? Hydration Station coming in strong. There's no way he's getting me. Fill your hand. Oh, that's a strong card. Not strong enough. He's gonna quit. He's gonna quit. Give it to me. Like, I'm gonna hit him with the Deathrattles. This only has 2 Deathrattles right now. Oh, a brawl? Yeah, but I have one that does, yeah, I was gonna say, if you kill that, it does 8 damage. Okay, but then I summon the Endbringer and it's game over. See ya! See ya! Woo! Let's go! Demon Hunter's going to be a problem. The Demon Hunter, the reason why is he's going to have Kil'jaeden. So I don't want any of these cards in my hand. Now, I know he's going to have Kil'jaeden. He's going to probably, if I had to guess, he's going to go Starship. And there's 2 different versions of the Starship right now for them. They're either going to go very large with it, or they're going to go with the Ball Hog that does a bunch of smaller damage. So let's see. In terrible hand. Absolutely terrible hand. I don't need this till very late game. I don't need the Endbringer till late game. So off to a terrible start. So let's see, can we draw anything better? So like right now it's looking like I'm gonna have to wait to turn 6, play out the testing dummy, hope he doesn't kill it, so then I could use the Wreck'em Deck'em to be able to get more out. Okay, that's an interesting card to have in that build. Okay, let's see. This is not bad. Shadow Flame. See, that's where, like, there's no point in me using the Shadow Flame on his health right now. I would rather using the armor up. So right now, I still can't tell what deck he's going with. Another Outcast? Okay. That might be one too many. He might not be able to outcast it. Unless it's the 1/1 drop. Nope. Okay. So now that thing's not even an outcast anymore. Okay. Decisions. So what my thought is do I get the Boom Wrench out, hit for 3, so then when I do a testing dummy, I can get an additional 8. I think I could wait till next turn. So I think I'm going to try to maximize the armor up. So I will use on his face this time. Not ideal. I could, maybe have not used it. I'll never have a dragon. So that's pointless. Immune while attacking. This is not bad because it has charge. Let's go with that. So this is actually not a terrible pickup card there. Ideally, I'm hoping when I use the Shadow Flames to pick up one of my core, like a testing dummy or something. Okay, so he's rocking the Ball Hog. Ball Hog can cause some issues. I feel like I'd almost rather do the Ball Hog than the other version. So let's hit and then use the armor up. Okay, so now I'll be able to get some damage out next turn with the testing dummy. Like I said, the problem with the Ball Hog is he's going to get a lot of healing back. So that is a problem. So that's what he's going to use to bring the Ball Hog back. So that is quite annoying. But let's see here. So we're going to go into here. I'm going to use this. He's already going to get it. So why not just trigger it at this point? So there's the Ball Hogs. I wish it would actually summon them back first, so I could have then killed them. Because there's really no point of going to health right now when he's just going to heal right back up. So that's quite annoying. The Ball Hog is a great deck overall. Tons of just straight damage. Damage and healing. I'll make a video on this. There's so many different counters I've ran into, like longer games usually end up giving me a ton of issues with it. But in this scenario, he's doing good. All right. So do I go defense and hope it eats something? If I go here, does that... This is tough. Like, this would be great to go to its actual health if it wasn't Ball Hog version. If I go ham, I can't, he can probably just go right around it. This is tough. Do I... Let's see what this draws me here. Not ideal. Okay. Yeah, I almost would rather it hit my health. Oh, this isn't looking good. I need a chemical spill to be able to pull out Tortella to kind of buy me some time. Oh, yeah, it's over. That's a strong one. It's a strong 8-drop. Yep, that's going to attack now. So I'll get my testing dummy back for now. How do I want to play this? I don't think there's a good option here. So what I could do... So I want to play this one first, swap. Then we're going to make a friendly copy with the hope that it hits this guy. Hit him, hit him. Of course not. Yeah, so that didn't help me at all. So, like, will this go for another 4? I want a little extra health. Will you hit 4? Will you hit 4? Yes. Okay, that's big. That's big. Can he do 6 damage? Jeez, I needed this thing out there. Oof, that's not good. Oh, and he gets that. Yeah, good game. Like, my guy couldn't, if that would have attacked first. That's no good. 1 and 3, guys, 33%. Doesn't look like the best deck. I promise you, when the stars align, I'm running at about a 60%. So, unless I do 10 games, and this will be the longest video ever, I want to show you exactly the different things, what to look for, the mindset when playing these different classes. Sometimes, you know, you can't help that, you know, the stars don't align. So like I said, play around with it. Look at what you're facing. Did the Crazed Alchemist, did I even have a chance to really be able to use it? Probably not. Probably not worth being in the deck. The New Heights, did the games even go that long? I think one of them. The Safety Expert, was that really needed? Probably not, because like look how many times that, you know, even the games that I put 13 bombs in their deck, it still didn't work. So personally, the altercations that I personally probably going to make that I think would be a better version: 1, get rid of Safety Expert. 2, get rid of the Crazed. I might actually instead go with a Shadow Flame to get a little extra damage for those pirate decks and different decks of that sort. I think that would be a little bit better. Probably get rid of New Heights. Do I go with Bulwark to be able to buy myself some time? I don't think so. I don't think all you can eat's really worth it, because it doesn't just like, it would pull the mech. It wouldn't pull this. It wouldn't pull this. It could pull the beast 2, and then like what else is it pulling? The demon 3. But if you have any of those cards already in your hand, the value of it goes so far down. You could do Quality of Assurance to be able to pull some of the taunts, which is going to be Tortella, the Ham, and or see, I wish it would pull Zillion. Actually, it will pull Zillion. Sorry. So Quality of Assurance will definitely be probably a better card. So that's not bad. I didn't get a chance to really showcase the Royal Librarian. That's annoying. I forgot the other. The Quality Assurance could also pull Tortella, Traveler, which is not bad. There's a different version that uses the part scrapper safety goggles to be able to get the testing dummy out. Kind of a earlier game version, which I'll showcase here in a little bit. So the final thing is like, what else could really be worth it? You got to watch going with a ton of high level stuff, because then that messes up your Chemical Spill. Right now, Chemical Spill is only good to pull out Tortella and Ziliax. Those are really the 2. So if you already have those on the field, then you know the Chemical Spill does not help very much. But you're trying to get that early game, you know, defense, because a lot of these games are early game pressure right now. This seems to be not as much of a late game. I'd say about 70% is early rush game now, 30% late game. Typically you do better against the late game ones, because like that's when the hydration station, that's how people like that really get the shine. So that's where I'm almost like, I'm seeing so much rush that I might go Bulwark instead. I don't feel like I need more spells or anything. My hand's usually full, or I'd go with the Jetson. Like, this is the type of mindset I'm thinking about. Do I go with the Shield Slam for that 1 damage, or for that 1? Probably not, because I really don't have that much armor for the most part. With it being early game, they're damaging me too fast. I would love to have other board wipes if possible. You could do I Know a Guy to get some more taunts out there. That early game, you know, defense. I feel like I never get any good taunts out of it. And it's definitely not taunts that kind of play into this game. Not terrible, though. I'm not totally against this, because you could change based off decision. So I'm kind of thinking it's either I Know a Guy or Bash to be able to wipe some stuff out, or the Shield. I want to be able to have longer pressure. So I'm thinking this is great for late game. I get into the very late game. This is tough. Bulwark, Shield Bash, I Know a Guy. I feel like I'm having the most issues early game. So I think I'm going to go with I know a guy. This is where you just got to test some stuff out and see, what works best for you. Hopefully this was helpful. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. When I make these videos, I'm going to show you raw video of, what deck I used exactly. Best out of 3. Did I win? Did I lose? I'm not going to edit and just show you guys 3 wins and be like 100% win rate and clickbait you. I'm going to show you exactly what it is. Now, obviously, if I did over 10 games, I think this would have shown over a 50% win rate. I want that 60%, that 70%. That's what I'm chasing. That's what I'm trying to build. Stay tuned for next time. Game on.